Please subscribe and click on the notification button so you could get our latest news. Happy listening. Sowore, Dasuki. Malami embarrassed federal government. Ridiculed Judiciary, says Falana. A human rights lawyer, Femi Falana's son, said on Sunday that the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami's son, has embarrassed and executed and exposed the judiciary to ridicule with his comments after the release of Omoyele Sowore and Samba Dasuki from legal custody. Falana, who is Sowore's lead defense counsel, said in a statement that the minister initially said he directed the Department of State Services to release the men from custody in line with the various court orders for their release, but later turned around to argue that they were released out of compassion. The senior lawyer maintained on Sunday that the two men were kept in detention in violation of various orders of the Federal High Court, the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja, the ECOWAS Court, based on enormous legal advice. Dasuki, who is a former National Security Advisor, was on Christmas Eve of 2019 released by the DSS from custody after about 4 hours, despite a series of court orders issued for his release. Sowore, who is the Sahara reporter, publisher, and conveyor of revolutionary protests, was arrested on August 3, 2019, for allegedly planning to overthrow the regime of President Major General Muhammadu Buhari. The former presidential candidate in 2019 election was also released by the DSS on Christmas Eve after he was held for over 4 months by the DSS in violation of 2 court orders. Their release came as domestic and global outrage against the federal government's act of disregarding to rule of law escalated in the invasion of the Federal High Court in Abuja by operation of the DSS to rearrest Sowore on December 6, 2019. As he has previously stated, Malami insisted in his last television appearance last Thursday that they were released out of compassion because the government, having appealed against the court order, granted them bail and the opinion of detaining them until the matters were finally disposed of by the Supreme Court. Responding, Falana, who argued that the federal government lacked the power to continue to detain suspects after being granted bail by the court, also pointed out that the federal government never appealed against the court order with respect to Sowore or Dasuki. Falana stated, since the release of Sowore and Dasuki from illegal custody on December 24, 2019, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami's son, has put himself under undue pressure. In the process, he has embarrassed the executive and exposed the judiciary to ridicule. After announcing that he has directed the DSS to release Sowore and Dasuki from custody in compliance with court order, but has granted them bail, the Justice Minister turned around to say that the release was an act of compassion and mercy on the part of the executive. I am compelled to challenge the claim of the Justice Minister, as he lacks the power to release any person standing trial on compassion grounds by virtue of Section 175 of the Constitution. After he had rightly adopted that the dangerous legal route, the Justice Minister has since assumed that the federal government was right to have detained Sowore and Dasuki in defense of the court order, which he has admitted them to bail. People, this is what is going on. Sowore and Dasuki's lawyer, Mr. Falana, is saying that the Chief Justice of the Federation has ridiculed himself by saying he released them. Initially, he said he ordered the DSS and later he said it was on compassion grounds. Falana is now saying to him, under the Constitution, Section 175, you are not supposed to release anybody on compassion ground. So it's now a case of the law. I want to congratulate Sowore on his release, and I hope he's enjoying it well. And I want to hear your opinion, Nigerians, on what you think regarding what Falana has said. It's like the justice system of Nigeria is a joke. We need to speak up against irresponsibility on the side of our leaders. How can the Chief Justice of the Federation be saying they were released on federal grounds? We all know that there was an internal and external outcry of the release of Sowore and Dasuki, and hence they were released on the 24th of December. So with the Chief Justice having two mouths to say he released them on compassion, he gave the DSS a direct order to release them. I don't know which one to choose. I want to hear your opinion, and I want to hear what you think. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed. Please do subscribe. This helps the news to travel far and for us to know and be educated on what is going on in Nigeria. If you have not subscribed, please do. If you have, thank you very much. I want to appreciate you all for listening today. Do have a lovely day and God bless. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section respectfully and subscribe. Thank you so much and have a lovely day. God bless. Bye.